You know I had to get this skin. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to more Highguard. They've actually done a number of changes for this game. You know, really helped the optimization. They added the 5v5 mode and stuff like that. Let me show off some stuff real quick. So if you go to your settings, this is if you're on PC. I'm not sure what it looks like on console, but if you're on PC, we have a lot more options for like the graphics now. And especially for DLSS, you have all of the presets now. So they open up all the presets. As far as TSR, I don't have a clue, but you know, of course, I have an NVIDIA card, so you use DLSS for that, right? So they have all the different presets. I'm using Fast Combat Optimized. It seems to work really well. I gotta check out all the other ones and maybe look at some videos to see what preset is like the best for this game. But the fact that we have all of that, it's really cool. They added global illumination quality a little bit ago as well. I would suggest going ahead and turning that off. The game actually still looks really good with it off as well. They added options for motion blur, anisotropic materials, chromatic aberration, bloom, async compute, you know, stuff like that, right? So there's a lot more things that you're actually able to do, which is really cool. And of course, I do like the fact that they have a little selection on the main screen where you can actually look at the they got like announcements about like game updates and stuff like that. So that's actually really cool. But yeah, you already know I had to get the Scarlet skin. Scarlet is the baddie, but mostly I've been playing with Slade, and yes, I got the Kin Master skin. Slade is actually really cool, very damaging. Like really, if you want DPS, like he's your guy. You know what I mean? I've been playing with a lot of Mara as well, and I started playing with Atticus a little more as well. All the characters seem to have some cool stuff. I will say for Kai, they really might want to consider maybe nerfing him a little bit, because Kai is like kind of ridiculous. Like he has his ice wall and he can move his ice wall with them. So he basically has a an overshield, not an overshield, but a riot shield. But his ult, where he turns into the frost giant, lasts way too long, has way too much health as well. So literally, if you're in, say, where your crystal is at, and they plant, and their Kai actually just ults, it's game over. It has way too much health and it lasts way too long. It's literally game over. Other than that, I'd say the characters are pretty well balanced. Maybe, I don't know if they should buff Una, or we just need to understand Una a little more. Still trying to figure out what her minions and stuff really do. Mara is awesome. I feel like Mara can stay where she's at. Redmayne actually low-key sleeper S tier pick right now. The fact that he's literally just a dive tank almost in a game like this, it's really cool. Condor's really good. Really good intel gathering and all that. Her ult though, be careful with doing that because he will get stuck running into the wall. It's happened to my brother a bunch of times. Atticus, man, look, those shock spears, really dope. They say he's assault, but like he also is like really good defensively because of like the shock spears. And his ult is really good. But yeah, definitely the only character that I really see that's a problem is Kai. But as far as weapons, and this is what I wanted this video to kind of be, right? I wanted this to be kind of like a feedback video about things, because this game is great. Like I would say it's like a 7 out of 10. It can go up to an 8 or a 9 with some of these changes, right? I already explained the wardens. Here's the weapons. I really feel like with the shotguns, maybe give it more of like a damage range drop off, because I'm getting hit like with everything at almost SMG to AR range by especially the Kraken. I feel like it's doing a little too much, and it actually has the same spread as like the Gears of War Nasher. I tested it out in the firing range. It has the same spread. The spread is just really tight. Like it's really freaking tight. So I think they need to widen it a little bit, make it act like an actual shotgun. The Viper's fine. The Corsair is actually ridiculous. They might have to scale it back just a little bit. You literally can just get 3 bursted. Vanguard is the best AR in my opinion, until you get Impact Rounds Dynasty. I think the ARs are fine. The Saber Rifle probably could get a buff. I don't know. If you hit everything out of the burst, it is gonna kill decently fast, but good luck hitting all of that, right? The big rig is the supply drop weapon, but what I think should replace it, or at least they should alternate, like there's a chance to get either or. I feel like they got to put the Ranger in supply drop. Here's like the really big piece of feedback here as far as like the weapons. Because everybody has been playing a lot more ready to just bait for overtimes. Everybody's just been sitting back. They put a Ranger in their starting loadout, or they find one in the loot chest, and they just sit back, and this thing is just doing way too much. It doesn't one-shot, but it will one-shot clap your whole shields, you know, depending on where it hits, right? I just think it's doing a little too much, and I also think it's way too easy to use. I would not mind if they just kept it being as powerful as it is, but just make it a red weapon. So like some matches you can either get the Ranger, or some matches you can get the big rig and the airdrop. That's my big feedback about this. I don't know what this epidemic is in every shooter to make sniping like absolutely easy and still be as powerful as it is. But I don't mind it being powerful if it's just a sought after like special drop. And also that would probably give more emphasis on getting that airdrop, right? Because a lot of teams, me and my usual squad, we a lot of times will just go ahead and forego going for the airdrop because we know it's only going to be like at the most a big rig, and the big rig is good. But you know what's even better? Somebody just ratting with a Ranger or a Kraken. So definitely some weapon balancing needs to happen there. Anybody who's a naysayer to that, you probably use these, and I'm gonna be real with you, man. We don't fall for downplay. I'm from the fighting game community. We don't fall for downplay, all right? Other than that, everything else honestly is fine. The mounts are cool. I got really nothing to say about the mounts. Maybe let the mounts use the auto run feature, just like we can on foot. Oh yeah, and that's another thing too. So the movement, I would say that this is gonna sound really weird. I know I'm gonna get a lot of pushback for this in the comments, but hear me out, right? What if they don't need to make the game faster? They don't need to make the game faster on foot. I think the deliberate pace is fine, but if you want to go faster, use the mount. I feel like give us like a version of Omni movement. Let us sprint in every direction. Let us slide in any direction. The sprint speed is not the fastest. The slide it doesn't go that far. It's not really ridiculous. Maybe maybe experiment letting us like sprint and slide in all different directions. Maybe that would make people, you know, stop complaining about the movement, because like I've been seeing a lot of complaints as well that like on foot is like useless. It's like really slow. It's really deliberate, but I would not mind if we had like some form of like Omni movement there. As far as that, honestly, there's really like not that much else. I mean, like maybe some further optimization. And one more thing, and I kind of want to go into the firing range to show you this. Let me go over here by the dummies, and I'm gonna see if you like kind of notice like what the problem is. All right, if you don't know what the problem is, now I do play on controller, so this is a controller thing, and I'm gonna see if anybody really feels like this is happening to them as well. I think I've seen one person talk about it in the feedback channel on the Highguard Discord, but the aim assist like box or cone is a little too far reaching. It could be something all the way out there, and you can see how like everything's getting slowed down. I think it's a little too far. And what will happen is that like you will be getting your slowdown from something that's like you're not even focusing on. Like I'm trying to focus on him, right? But then like out of nowhere, like I don't know, it's just all slow right there. And then, you know, he's doing this moving shit, and then like it's hard to like stay on him. So I think reduce the cone just a little bit. I see what they're doing. It's kind of similar aim assist to Black Ops 7. The problem is this game is bigger. It's got a wider scope. So you might need to go ahead and shorten it just a little bit, somehow, some way. Maybe make it like if they're at a range, you only get that aim assist, that rotational aim assist, when you're actually like sighted in, right? And then one more thing about that guns, and then I want to talk about the modes, because we do have the 5v5 mode. I don't know if I want to play it in this video, only because I've seen it played, and I think I can give my thoughts, because I think it confirms like a lot of stuff. But the iron sights, they're cool for most of the guns, but I feel like for most of the guns, even the Vanguard, you literally just go with the scope and you got it. The scope takes away a lot of visual recoil. So maybe, I feel like that should be flipped. I feel like iron sights should not have as much visual recoil. Especially on certain weapons like the Dynasty and stuff. And the scope should add just a tiny bit more depending on the gun, right? Like here, let me show you. Let me switch to the Dynasty. To the Dynasty with the iron sights. You didn't kind of notice it there because like the aim assist was kicking in, but like there's definitely a little more recoil with that. But then let me switch to the scope. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a little more visual recoil for the scope on the Dynasty, so maybe it's a weapon dependent thing, but everybody's just gonna throw a scope on everything, so I don't know. Maybe make more emphasis on like, I don't know, using it for certain engagements, because like right now, you pick up a gun, just go ahead and automatically put the scope on it. Like even the Longhorn, just you might as well just go ahead and put a scope in it, right? But that's about it for the guns. I'm gonna come out of here and then we're gonna go ahead and play a match or two and talk about my feedback with like how the matches go and all that. And I guess I'll tell you right now, a lot more people have been playing a lot more ratty due to the fact that like you can just force an overtime, be on like your opponent's half of the map and just chill with a bunch of snipers, and then you automatically get a raid. They don't lose health off of that, but you automatically get to force a raid. I think overtime in general needs to be taken out. I think it's useless, and it just cultivates really ratty play. It's not strategy, it's literally just ratty. They'll pick up the shield breaker and then just sit sometimes in the same room that the shield breaker was at and do nothing, but then they automatically get to raid. Where there's smoke, there's speed. It's disheartening. I don't want this game to turn into nothing but a rat fest. I think this game could be cool. There are times where you do want to play slower, but like they're literally picking up the shield breaker and they're just sitting. That's boring. And you know, judging how the weapons are, especially like I said, the sniper, it's a little ridiculous. I guess we can check out Soul Well as well. This is a new base they added. Me, my brother, and my friend, we played on it actually last night at the time of this recording. It's okay. It's really open. Especially the crystal area. It's really open and that's cool. But at the same time, it's really hard to like defend at times. So hopefully this team that we're going against is not just gonna play like a bunch of sniping rats. And you would think like with me always complaining about sniping in a shooter, like I just don't like the snipers. It's not the fact that I don't like sniping. It's the fact that sniping is easy and it's also like ultra powerful. Like there's not a lot of things that you can do to a sniper. Like you gotta be like, take for instance COD, right? You gotta be perfect, and even when you're perfect, they have hardly any flinch now and stuff, and you're probably gonna die. Like that's just how it is. You're probably gonna die. They're pushing mad late, so they're prioritizing looting. Either that or they're flanking. Actually, I have no idea where these guys are at. Are they even playing? They are. They're right there. Why are they sitting back so far? I don't know, I got torn up from the left, man. They know that we're all up here.
Front wall on the, oh shit, I'm dead.
Dude, what a grenade, brother. Dude, this guy is putting in work. Oh my God, the red man is crazy.
I'm respawning on top of him.
Dude, he's one shot. Redmayne right behind y'all, bro. Dude.
Holy shit.
Oh God, right in front of me. It's Amara, she's cracked.
How the fuck is she not dead? Holy fuck.
Dude!
Dude, no
way. You already got yellow? You already got yellow shields? Kill shield breaker, kill shield breaker.
I'm about to come back in.
All dead, all dead. There's one right there.
one here. I'm watching this guy.
I gotta back up one.
He's low. 155 on his ass.
Oh, there's a guy pushed up right there. I killed him. I killed him. There's another one over there. Yep. Red main down. Red main down. That's 2 down. It's 2 down. We might be able to push a little bit.
Got him.
I don't know why you pushed that. You were 1 shy. I'm gonna get the plant. Oh my God, call the ult. Thank you, Gabe.
Right here, right here.
He's right next to it.
She's
One,
fucking
nice.
low. She's not dead.
Oh, me and Red Main traded up top.
Bro, she's about to say she's so fucking low. I'm holding shield up right here for myself.
Good res, good res.
Rock.
He's jumping on. Oh yeah, they got hurt by my flame wall, dude. That's GG.
Yeah,
good shit, boys. Anyway, guys, that's some more Highguard. Really fun game. You know what I mean? Really something different. Definitely give it a try. It's free. I'm not paid by them. I'm not shilling. I just like good games. So check it out, man. Y'all have a good rest of your day, evening, year, week, whatever. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.